So today we're changing the oil on a 2022 Hyundai Elantra 2-liter with the cartridge oil filter. So you're going to need 4.5 quarts of 0W20 oil. I'm using an OEM oil filter. You're going to need a 17mm socket, 8mm hex, 27mm socket, some pliers, an oil pan, and some ramps. So let's get right into it. First thing, remove the oil fill cap and set that aside. Next, when you go underneath the vehicle on the passenger side, you're going to see the oil filter housing and then the oil drain bolt. So the first thing you have to do is, using your 8mm hex socket, remove the primary drain cap. Now you don't have to follow this step, but it's a lot cleaner and less oil spills everywhere if you do remove this. And this is a replaceable part that's included in the oil filter kit. Next, use your 27mm socket to remove the oil filter housing. Now this should not be on crazy tight. If it is, you do need to be careful because it is just plastic and it will break. So once you remove that, the oil is already drained out and you just need to remove the cartridge style filter. Next, we're going to go up and open up the oil kit that they give us. So that's the primary bolt that we removed. So we're going to reinstall that into the filter housing cup, and then we can tighten that back down with our 8mm hex once we get that. So we're going to tighten it up. It only requires a limited amount of torque, so I just snug it up, and once it stops moving, I don't really force it past that. Then we have to replace the O-ring that's inside the oil filter housing. So I'm kind of pointing to it here. You can see a little tab, and I just pick at it with my screwdriver, being careful not to damage any threads. And then once you kind of move it, it'll fall right out. Then you just replace it with that little tab sticking up. So included in the kit is a crush washer and the new O-ring. And you just kind of drop that into the slot that your old O-ring came out of. Now it only goes in one way, and it's not a typical O-ring. It's very flat. So it's pretty easy to see how it goes. Next, we are going to add the new oil filter. It just kind of clips in and it's spring loaded. Then we're going to go underneath the vehicle and we're going to reinstall the oil filter cup back into the housing. So I just get it started by hand, and again, it is plastic. This does not take a lot of torque at all. You're going to feel it bottom out when you're tightening it with the ratchet, and like maybe a 1/16 of a turn once it's bottomed out. You really do not need to go tight, and if you do, it might crack. So we want to be careful here. Next, using your 17mm socket, remove the oil drain bolt and let that oil drain out. Now make sure you don't forget to replace the crush washer included in your kit. Next, we're going to reinstall the oil drain bolt. So just get that started, thread it in, and then make sure you tighten it enough so that the crush washer starts to crush without tightening it too much that you end up stripping the threads in the oil pan. So once that's done, we're going to come back on top. We're going to add 4.5 quarts of 0W20 oil. Now I'm using Amsoil OE this time. It's the cheapest version of Amsoil, but it's recommended for OEM oil drain lengths. You can actually get XL series and Signature series, but they are more expensive, but they're even better oils. So if you want to borrow some Amsoil, in the description below, you'll find a link to 0W20 and anything else you might need. Once the oil's in, make sure you reinstall the oil fill cap. Now I'm a little bit particular and I like to have the numbers and letters face me. Then you can go inside the vehicle and you're going to scroll down from the settings menu until you see service interval. Then you can hit reset and reset your time and distance. And that is all you need to do to change the oil and reset the computer in a 2022 Elantra. Thanks so much for watching.